Good evening, Royals. Welcome tonight to Royals Reynolds Field as we are here to cover the HSE versus Carmel Varsity lacrosse game. We're excited to bring you some action-packed coverage under the lights. We've got a few minutes before the first face-off, but we're looking forward to tonight's matchup. Be back with you shortly on Southeastern Sports Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Southeastern Sports Network for tonight's live coverage of HSE versus Carmel Varsity Lacrosse. I'm here tonight joined by my friend and my colleague, Evan Miller. Evan, here we have the number one ranked team in the state in the Carmel Greyhounds going up against the number 4 ranked Royals. So, Evan, what are we looking forward to in tonight's matchup, and what do you think is going to be the ultimate difference maker to the end of the game?
Well, I really think face-offs are going to be a big thing in this game. Tony Cassiri is our face-off specialist. Looking back on their game against Christian Brothers earlier this season, which we did, he won almost every single face-off in that game. So I think if we can win our face-offs, getting possession is huge, especially against the number 1 ranked team in the state.
Yeah, most certainly. Earlier this week, I spoke to defensive player Cannon Ellsbury, and Cannon made it very clear to me how talented this Carmel team is. While the Royals are 6-2 on the season and the Greyhounds are only 5-4, the Greyhounds have lost a lot of out-of-state matchups to very competitive, very tough teams. So when you look at the comparison to common opponents, Carmel Greyhounds are 3-1 against common opponents, and the Royals are 1-1. So these are opponents that Carmel has played, HSE hasn't quite played yet. So these teams stack up pretty well. Before we get the game started tonight, Evan, in terms of offense, what are you looking forward to on the offensive side of the ball, and what are the Royals going to have to do in order to put some points up on the board?
I think they're going to have to get the Carmel defense moving. They're definitely going to have to move the ball, play smart, and get the goaltender moving. Don't let them stay static in one position. Just always play dynamic, I think, is what is going to be the big key for the Royals tonight.
Yeah, I would agree. Our offensive attack is very strong this year despite losing some key seniors at the end of last year's state championship run. Specifically, Cam Smith and Ryan Kemp are two guys who can work the ball well and put it into the net. As we get this first faceoff started, Tony Kasiri lined up wearing the shorts. I bet it's a little chilly out there for the boys.
Yeah, about 40 degrees under the lights, though, so let's get going.
Kasiri comes out with the ball after the scrum. He's working it down the field. Pass the ball over to E.J. Reichert, who works it back to Cam Peach. Get in the corner to Ryan Kemp.
That's where Cam Smith likes to play, is right behind the net there.
Pretty good ball movement to start. Here's Reichert trying to attack.
Oh.
Ooh. Strong pass, but a little bit out of reach for Cam Smith there.
Cam Smith's going to be a problem for Carmel tonight.
Greyhound's trying to work the ball down the field. Muffles it a little bit. That's Tommy Sprates from Carmel, but now he's working the ball downfield.
Carmel setting up the offense here.
Timmy Matthew Dykes stands right in front of the HSE goal, decked out in his black sweatshirt and black sweatpants. You know, for some of the offensive and defensive players going to be moving tonight, I don't expect the cold weather to impact them too much. But when you're a goalie standing back there for half the game, I bet it gets a little bit chilly and might play a factor in terms of their ability to stop the ball at night. I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of goals fall.
Well, if you're going to see a lot of goals fall, it's going to be here in the beginning because, as you said, the goalies will get warmed up here a little bit, especially after halftime.
Williams with the ball. Trying to attack the net a little bit. Really good defense there from Jordan Walker for the Greyhounds. Ooh.
Oh, nice move. Oh.
Great move from Ryan Kemp, but you said it yourself. That was a good stop there. That's number 18, Joe Golmer for the Greyhounds.
Yes.
Wow, what a pass down the field.
Yes, great pass.
Number 4, Brandon Mudd. Off the face of Jordan Walker. That's a flag, though.
Flag on the play. It's a slashing call on Carmel.
Few substitutions for the Royals. Number 16, Caleb Hamaday is in the game.
Tommy Sprates blocking the Royals defense there.
Yeah, that was Ty DeSplinter, the long stick midi, who was able to poke that out of bounds, but the possession retains with the Greyhounds and with Sprates. So far, Evan, we've seen some pretty good defense. The offense right now, I think, is just trying to test the waters. Wow, Tommy Sprates throws that one in there and hits him with the Conor McGregor walk.
Yes.
Pretty disrespectful off the bat, but
that one hurts. Giving up the first goal is never good against the number 1 team in the state, especially less than 4 minutes in, just over 3 minutes in, actually.
Yeah, from about 10 yards out, Sprate's able to knock one down. That was a pretty strong goal for the Greyhounds as Kasiri here face off again. Ooh, Kasiri comes out with
the
it.
face-off, what'd I say?
He didn't come out with it very clean, but he got it, and
He's scrappy. He'll fight for it till he gets it. There he goes.
that is pretty scrappy play. Is Kasiri working behind the net. Passes that over to Kemp.
We got to get Cam Smith going here. He's our offensive prowess. There you go.
Cam trying to get something to fall.
Literally.
Backs down the defender.
Scrappy guy.
Yeah.
Super small, but he'll fight for it.
Ooh, Williams with a pretty clear shot. You're right. Cam Smith, not the tallest player on the field, not the strongest player on the field, but definitely plays with the most passion. Coach Beasley speaking to him about his offensive players. He loves Cam's leadership as he throws that back. What a goal there for the Royals.
Over the shoulder.
I mean, that's what we're talking about. Speaking to Coach Beasley, he said one of his favorite things about Cam is just the leadership and intensity he brings. He's more than willing to hold his teammates accountable and let them know if they need to pick it up, but he's the same way on himself. So he just plays with the fire, and seeing Sprates hit one on the other end, he comes back down and responds. So
responds even with an even prettier goal. That was nice, a no-looker there.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this one.
Just brings it around the net here and just.
I think we got the replay here.
Yeah, there it is. He didn't even look. That was a great goal.
Great goal.
Kasiri comes out with the face-off again. What more can you ask for out of a player than what Kasiri and Smith bring to the team? It's just heart and effort every game. HSE really working the offense here.
Yeah, it helps. Kind of has that basketball feel. Pick up basketball, make it, take it. That's something unique about lacrosse that I really enjoy about the sport is this idea that you can ride momentum pretty long if you keep winning those face-offs.
Yep. Good face-off specialists will do. I think we got a good face-off specialist. Oh.
Here's E.J. Reichert facing a little bit of pressure from the defense. Checks him a little bit. That's Carmel ball, number 9 for the Greyhounds. That is Justin Moore. Good defense there. Looking for a chance to respond. Moore working it down the field.
Just right by Tanner Williams.
Pretty good footwork, but that's a fumble on the pass.
Oh.
And
scrappy play down the corner.
Scrappy play from the big defender, Cannon Ellsbury. He loves to play, let's say, with a little bit of physicality, for lack of a better term. Ellsbury,
big boy,
loves to hit. He loves to play scrappy defense. He loves to, as he would say, set the tone.
Whistle on the play. Got a flag down.
That's a flag down. So after the flag,
looked like it was on Carmel.
Yeah, it appears HSE is going to retain the possession here.
All right, starting back up the field. See if we can get anything going here. Cam Smith with the ball. Working it around.
Oh,
there
what
it
a
is.
pass.
2-1 Royals. It's huge. That is Garrett Smith there on the play, on the goal. What I tell
a
you,
goal.
tell you at the top of the broadcast, moving the ball, being dynamic, making Carmel work for it is going to be a huge key factor in this game.
Yeah, let's try to take another look at this one. Evan, great pass here from Smith. Works it right back to the inside of the field. Easy goal.
It's beautiful.
Kind of resembles an alley-oop in basketball. That just looks
Absolutely.
all starts with moving without the ball. When Garrett
yeah.
Smith makes that cut without the ball and Smith's able to put in the good pass.
You continue with the basketball analogies here. It's like a pick and roll in a way.
Exactly. That's a well-drawn play. That's well executed for the Royals. They are now up 2-1.
Look at Kasiri winning another faceoff for the Royals.
Finnefrock trying to get it. Throws a little stick check.
Cam
Smith does the same. These Royals offensive players, the attackmen are playing scrappy, not letting them move the ball to the offensive side of the field.
That's what you got to do. Oh, look at him. Look at the effort to stay on side there by E.J. Reichert. Flag on the play.
They might call it anyways. That was pretty good effort.
Yeah, walking the tightrope there.
Exactly.
I don't know if that was was that related on the play? That tightrope. Is that what they're calling? Referees getting together here. We got 2 flags out.
Yeah, I expect to see a lot of penalties this game. Hopefully, players can keep some of the passion and intensity in check, because I know these two teams really don't like each other.
They don't like each other. Long rivalry between these two schools.
That's always the case, though, with Carmel and HSE, and regardless of the sport. We've had our fair share of watching these matchups this season. In soccer, it was a draw. In basketball, they beat us twice.
Yep. Sectionals this year in basketball.
Yeah. And here we are, lacrosse. This is one of the sports where historically HSE has held the upper hand, at least in recent years.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good matchup tonight.
Great save there by Matthew Dykes. Keeping the score at 2-1. Looking at the American flag here, the wind is definitely going to be a factor in this game. The flagpole's moving around. Oh, fumble on the defensive end. Timeout.
Yeah, good timeout there from Beasley. No reason to lose a little bit of momentum right now early in this game.
Yeah.
So that being said, as we come to this first break, we want to take some time to recognize and thank our sponsors, Sky Zone and Fishers. Sky Zone Fishers wants to remind all Royals fans to have fun and fly safe. Thank you, Sky Zone, for making tonight's broadcast possible. So, Evan, we mentioned this earlier on the offensive side of the ball, how we're working it well, and a lot of ball movement, a lot of intensity. Let's go ahead and talk about the defensive side. So we've only let up 1 goal so far. That's not too bad. What have you seen from our defensive players that has really stood out to you?
We just saw a really good save there by Timmy Matthew Dykes, and that's something we could get used to. Is he is a great goaltender. We saw a lot of chippiness down there in the corner in the end zone, but I think you just got to stay physical. Cam Smith showed a little bit of physicality there, and Carmel was taking the ball back down the field. So I think if we can stop Carmel from moving the ball, like I said earlier, I think we'll be solid in this game.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think that's something the Royals pride themselves on, is their chippiness, their physicality. They definitely play hard. They play tough, and they're not going to pass up an opportunity to let the other team know that they're here.
Especially in this game. Especially in this game. Carmel HSE, like we said earlier. HSE's taking their time in this timeout huddle. Carmel's already back out on the field. Beasley getting the boys fired up over there.
Yeah, and that's something that these players love about Coach Scott Beasley. Obviously, last year, the state championship team, their motto was, let's climb that mountain. And this year, their motto, what they're trying to embody, is thinking like a machine. Every gear's got to run, every part's got to do their job, and that's kind of what these Royals are hanging their hats on this year. Strong start to the season. There's a lot of upside with this team, but obviously they lost a lot from last year's squad. So as I would have said, they got a lot of mountain left to climb.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
As Ellsbury's working the ball down the field, passes it over to E.J. Reichert.
Oh, a great play to split the Carmel defense there. Just give it right to Cam. Royals taking their time here on offense. And it's set up. What a great stutter step. Getting the ball right to the front of the goal. Great save.
Great save from the Carmel goalie. That was a tough one to track, especially when you go with a ricochet shot, trying to be able to pinpoint where that ball is going to come up at.
Is that Joe Golmer in goal for the Greyhounds?
Good save by him. He's had a few good saves tonight. There's a little bit of a
scrum in front of the net. Matthew Dyke is tracking it down. Great save. Royals are going to take it here, I believe. Nope, Greyhounds ball. Substitutions for both teams here.
Yeah, that ball was pushed into the crease there. So it remains with the Greyhounds.
A bit of a scrum there. Couldn't tell quite what was going on.
Nonetheless, a good stop from the Royals, keeping the ball
yeah.
out of the net.
Yep. That's that effort we were talking about earlier. Just never giving up on the play, no matter where the ball is.
Another strong defense there as that shot flies errant.
Royals love getting the sticks involved. Playing quite aggressive here to start. Greyhounds turn to move the ball around. Shot way over the net.
Matthew Dyke is doing a really good job tonight. So Matthew Dyke is a senior for the Royals.
Great defensive play there by
24.
Nolan.
Nolan Kanice, we might have mispronounced that, but
yeah.
Good defensive play. But as I was saying about Matthew Dyke, he's a senior for the Royals. I believe this is his third year playing lacrosse. I could be incorrect, but second year being the varsity goalie. What's interesting is when I say third year playing for the Royals, he picked up lacrosse pretty late. Guy played football and basketball growing up as a kid. He picked the sport up pretty late. And as Coach Beasley said, just worked his butt off. He practiced, he trained, worked hard to the point where he won that starting job, helped lead the Royals to a state championship, and just this week he committed to play next year at University of Indianapolis. So
congratulations to Matthew Dyke.
Yeah, really proud of that hard work. So, kind of exemplifies what it means to work hard and be a Royal.
Royals put some pressure on here, and the Greyhounds in. E.J. Reichert there. Great defense play by the Greyhounds.
Great stop. That was a good offensive move, but
it's a goaltending matchup here to start. Great goaltenders on both ends. Substitutions, both teams.
Seen a lot of substitutions, not trying to wear guys out too early.
Especially in this cold. Legs getting numb.
And what a great defensive.
Yes.
Great defensive from the attackman right there as they're about to cross mid-court line.
Yeah, that seems to be
midfield.
That seems to be a common theme is great defense. We seem to be saying that a lot tonight.
But it's from the offensive players, which I love. They're not going to quit at all.
E.J. Reichert with a shot.
That ball's going to remain with the Royals.
Here's Cam Smith behind the net again. Look at the effort by Cam Smith there. 2 defenders, and he still tries to get the ball to the front of the net.
Lots of physicality as the Greyhounds now pushing the ball down the
field,
but that's poked out.
Tanner Williams, the great defensive play on the back there. Royals ball.
You can hear the crowd a little bit, despite the cold weather, despite the late game, despite the rain as of late. We got a lot of fans here tonight. Definitely bringing the energy for the Royals.
One of the biggest games of the season for the Royals. It's the Greyhounds.
Early matchup, though. I'm sure these teams will meet each other later in the season.
For sure.
And be much better by the time they meet again.
Both teams are great right now, so
Williams.
be very interesting to see their later matchups. What a great save. Did he save that?
Yeah, it's Michael Matheny with the shot there, but another save from Joe Golmer for the Greyhounds.
Greyhounds running. That's Nick George running the ball up the field for the Greyhounds, giving it to Tommy Sprates.
Sprates seems to be the point man for the Greyhounds. On the offensive side of the ball, when they're setting things up, they're always looking his way to see. He's the guy that tries to attack, open things up, and then facilitate. And he hit a shot from right around where he is right now, early in the game. Yeah. It looks like he's going to shoot again.
Great
save from
Timmy.
Matthew Dykes.
Hear the crowd giving Matthew Dykes a nice ovation there on that save, and that's the end of the first.
So first quarter for the Royals, they're up 2-1 in a high intensity, high defensive matchup right now. We're going to be back with you in a few minutes for the second quarter. Stay right here on Southeastern Sports Network. Welcome back to Southeastern Sports Network. Royals fans, we are here with the second quarter matchup between the Greyhounds and the Royals. So thus far, it's been a pretty evenly matched games. Both teams bringing similar intensity, playing very well on the defensive side of the ball, and there's only a one-goal difference right now. So when we talk about how close these teams match up, we can kind of see it too, and what's on the paper coming into this game. So Greyhounds, we mentioned earlier, are 5-4 right now, but nonetheless, they're the #1 ranked team in the state of Indiana. The Royals, on the other hand, are 6-2, so a little bit of a better record, but they're only ranked at #4 right now in the state of Indiana. So a highly touted matchup, but when you break down that record, right now the Greyhounds are 2-1 at home, and the Royals are 4-1 at home. Furthermore, the Greyhounds are 3-3 on the road, and the Royals are 2-1 on the road. So 3-3 for the Greyhounds being on the road. Royals 4-1 playing at home. I think the Royals like to be here at their own field, playing under the lights, playing in front of their own fans, and we can see that in just the sheer intensity they've brought tonight as immediately working the ball down the court, down the field rather.
Titus Splinter. What a great, that was just hustle, pure hustle, just flinging the ball at the net. It's 3-1.
So Titus Splinter, what's interesting about that goal, good call there, Evan, he's a long stick midi.
Oh,
that means he's playing defense a lot of the time.
He brought that ball right up the field. There's no resistance from the Carmel defense there.
Not at all. No one was in there to stop him. Wow, what a play. You can see the Splinter going back to his spot on the field. He's playing.
No one stopped him. 20 seconds into this period.
We're getting ready for the face-off.
See if Tony Kasiri can win another face-off. There he goes. He doesn't lose.
Kasiri.
Oh, great spin move.
A fellow member of Southeastern Sports Network, really demonstrating his skills tonight on the face-off.
Luke Engelman bringing the ball up. He's a midi as well. Royals really getting all their positions involved here.
It's 25. Blaine Wirtz checks in for the Royals, and now he possesses the ball.
Getting it set up here. Trying to take a 3-goal lead.
Quite a few subs in for the Royals right now. We don't see Williams in there.
Oh.
DeSplinter's out right now.
What a rocket of a shot by Garrett Smith.
Smith bringing the ball back in.
That's Cam Smith, I believe.
Correct. Playing with intensity.
He is. There's 2 guys on him. Shortest guy on the field, and he's still battling for the ball.
The ball is still a little bit of a scrum right there. Greyhounds retain possession.
Greyhounds get it.
They're trying to clear.
Great play by both sides here. I'm really enjoying this game thus far.
A good pass to number 30 for the Greyhounds. That is
Luke
Pratt. Bring the ball up the field. But
whistle, flag somewhere. Timeout.
Timeout for the Greyhounds. So we've talked about the intensity, but so far, to my knowledge, no one's had to sit in the box yet, I believe, for both teams. So
a couple flags, but nothing too intense quite yet, despite the intensity, I guess.
So that's interesting to see. I know the Royals tend to get into a little bit of foul trouble early in these games, especially last season they did. They guys were frequently in the box, so pretty good discipline we've seen thus far demonstrated by both teams. That's something big that's going to have to win you this game. I think discipline and hustle is kind of what we've seen so far. I mean, that's why the score is so low, because these teams don't make a lot of mistakes.
No.
And if they make mistakes, they fight hard to correct those mistakes.
Like that E.J. Riker tight walk right on the 50-yard line here to keep his team on side. Great effort there. That's something that Coach Beasley loves to see.
And what we just saw on that last offensive possession, Cam Smith lost possession of the ball when he was backing down, trying to get into position. Second he lost possession, he was checking the defensive players, trying to get it back. So
switching from offense to defense very quickly. It's a great skill set to have, especially in a game like this.
And that's the importance of making sure some of your offensive players are still practicing, not defensive skills per se, but just the fundamental skills, making sure that they're able to check efficiently, poke the ball out, retain possession.
Yep. All right, Greyhound's going to have the ball in the Royals' end. Correct. Looks like, is it Nick George that's going to start with the ball for the Greyhounds, number 13? Yep.
Good pick and roll there, trying to find the open man. Jordan Walker.
Basketball analogies all over the place. Great defense by the Royals, switching.
Yeah, Cannon Ellsbury doing a very good job on the defensive side, occupying space and swarming the double team as he pokes that ball away and picks it up. Cannon Ellsbury with a great defensive play. Now they're trying to clear. There's a lofty pass that's mishandled but saved.
Oh, kind of call him out. That was a great hustle play there by Nolan Kanice.
Yeah, unfortunately just unable to come down with that ball.
No shortage of effort tonight for either team. Just a great thing to see. That's all you can ask for at this level. Another substitution as Nick George goes off, I believe, for is that a 10? On there, Eric Allen.
Correct, yeah. It's tough to see sometimes under these lights.
Yes.
I imagine it's hard for the players
These
too.
Yellow numbers, very blocky.
Errant shot there, that's out of bounds. Going to retain Greyhound possession though.
Yes.
That's something too interesting about lacrosse. When I started following lacrosse, following our team last season and becoming a fan of the sport, I was always so confused as to why the offense would retain possession if they threw it out of bounds behind the goal. But it's something that I've begun liking. It's tough to handle some of these passes, especially when you're attacking near the crease. And I think it's important for the game to be able to get the ball back and work possessions. It keeps it close for sure.
Yeah, these what a shot there. But for sure, I think especially at a high school level, the players are still learning. Despite it being a sport-wide rule, I think it's It's great because, like we just saw from that shot there, that was a rocket of a shot. Like, nobody's going to be able to control that if it comes to their stick.
And he shoots it again, but what's good is that there's no harm shooting that shot.
Exactly, yeah.
Because you know that you're going to get the possession right back.
Right, yeah. You could take risks from wherever you are on the field, but obviously you want to get set up for the best possible shot, like the Greyhounds are doing right now.
Which is a very good pass in there
Yeah.
to number 9, I believe. That's Justin Moore.
It's Eric Allen with the ball. Getting slashed there by
Titus Splinter. They're going to call the flag
long stick
there.
midi. Oh.
He scored the goal earlier, but he's getting a little bit aggressive there.
They're still fighting for it down there. Big scrum. That's Titus Splinter, I believe, coming out with the ball anyways. He's everywhere out there right now. Greyhounds possession behind the net. Eric Allen. Back to Jordan Walker on the point.
Back to Tommy Sprates. He's going to fire it. Aaron again.
We see it again, right over the net.
That's been quite the possession for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, they've been down in the zone for a while. Great save by Matthew Dykus and the Royals defense.
The Greyhounds, Ellsbury did, or no, that's not Ellsbury. That's number 24 for the Royals. That was Nolan Nice.
Yep.
Nice who did a good job. As Ellsbury knocks a player over.
Flag on the play.
Easy call.
A little bit of a late flag. They weren't sure whether to call that or if that was just a good aggressive play, but they decided to throw the flag anyways.
So flag there on Cannon Ellsbury for the Royals. Carmel retains possession. I think it's been about 2 to 3 minutes, Evan, where they've had the ball.
Yeah, it's but the Royals are playing good defense. Timeout, Greyhounds. Timeout on the play. We were talking about how the Royals, or not the Royals, the Greyhounds have been down at that end for a while, but the Royals have been playing great defense despite the pressure put on by the Greyhounds.
Yeah, as we have a break here, we can go ahead and go back to that replay of Titus Splinter. Saw this earlier in the game. Did a very good job working the ball down the court, or down the field.
Right after halftime.
Just completely open lane. Long stick mid. He decides to take the shot. He nails it.
Nailed it.
Ricocheted off the ground a little bit.
Yeah, that's
just a very good look.
Great aggressive play with no resistance from the Greyhounds defense, which is surprising given their outstanding play throughout the season thus far.
Yeah, just kind of we've talked about how these teams are disciplined, but that there was very undisciplined. Just a lack of judgment. But, I mean, you can't really blame these players because it's almost habit that the long stick midi would pick it up, clear the ball out to an attackman, and, you know, stand post. But Splinter there saw that.
All the way.
Saw it all the way coast to coast and hit the shot, which is impressive.
You think these guys are getting adapted to the cold weather, Sam? The wind's picking up, it looks like.
Wind is picking up. I think they're feeling it for sure.
You see the shorts blowing out there. There's a visible wind out there, but I think they're handling it quite well.
It helps to move around, so when coaches call timeouts like these, I'm sure that's when the players start to feel the cold set in a little bit.
Yeah, it takes them a second after timeouts to get their legs going, especially after like the Royals are right now on defense. Just gotta get moving.
Try to stay loose as the Greyhounds doing a good job. A lot of movement without the ball on offense. They shoot it over the net again.
If we had a stat for that, they would be in double digits probably.
The Greyhounds employing the same strategy, thinking, you know, take shots a little bit of distance, shoot hard. Worst case scenario goes over the net, you get the ball back. And
yeah, they're getting good looks too. They're just throwing it over the net. Yeah,
and we see it again.
There it is again. That's Jordan Walker on that shot again. We seem to be calling his name a lot when it goes over the net.
Same strategy. I think the coach is telling them that. Continue to try to get close to the net, fire some, quick shots in there, and if you miss, you miss. We get the ball back.
We talked about that, the splinter goal when he went down, no resistance from the Greyhounds defense, but Royals defense is lacking a little bit here. We've been down to this end for most of the quarter.
It's hard. It's tough to stop, and the Royals definitely employed different strategies.
Oh,
Oof.
there it is. Who is that on the play? That is number. Is that number 4?
Tough to see for sure. We can get a look here.
Numbers
at this
are not
goal.
facing us. Nevertheless, it's 3-2. That was a great shot, right over the shoulder of Matthew Dykes.
Moving the ball in, you can see the pass behind the goal to set it up right to the inside.
That's number 10. That's Eric Allen.
That's some really good ball movement. The way they worked it around to the right side of the net and then passed it into the cutting player.
There's a great feed from behind the net.
That's great. And you can't disregard the fact that the Royals had, for the last 4 minutes, seen the Greyhounds take shots from pretty far away from the net. I'm sure that's what they were anticipating again. So I like that call and that play there.
Yes.
Get the Royals defense to expect.
Force them to defend.
Yeah. Get the Royals defense to kind of expect what you're going to do next and then hit them with something else, a little bit of misdirection.
There's not Cannon Ellsbury. There's Nolan Knice bringing the ball up past midfield and giving it to Cam Smith. Smith bringing it downfield, and now we're going to force the Greyhounds to defend here for a little while, bringing it down behind the net in the Royals end zone.
Yeah, hopefully the Royals can maintain possession here for a few minutes.
Looks like we're passing around a little bit. That's Blaine Wirtz. Back behind the net to Cam Smith, where he loves to play behind the net there. Great stutter step there by Blaine Wirtz. Bringing it up.
He's got a shot.
Got it. There it is. Wirtz. 4-2 Royals.
Wow. A quick response there for the Royals.
What a great shot there by Blaine Wirtz.
Yeah, we go ahead and take a look back at this play. Right here, this was just Wirtz again, just lack of attention, lack of focus, had a wide open lane and a pretty open shot. It's tough being the goalkeeper there because the last 2 goals scored for the Royals, you can't really blame him.
No, Joe Gomer's been playing great.
He's been playing very well tonight. He's just, you can't stop every shot.
No, especially one like that. That was no resistance by the defense, just
So
like the Splinters goal to start the quarter.
So you'd like to see the defenders do a little bit of a better job stopping these attackmen before they're able to get into the teeth of the defense and towards the crease. 'Cause, I mean, from 6 feet away, when you're throwing shots that are going to ricochet off the ground, you're not going to stop it.
No, there's no way. And I like to point out in that face-off, Kasiri lost that face-off, but he came and hustled to get that ball back and tripped the Greyhounds player in the meantime. Is that Tommy Spritz again?
But a little bit of an errant pass there. Tried to find number 10, Eric Allen.
Spritz, that was an uncharacteristic pass for Spritz. He's been playing quite nicely tonight, but threw that one away.
Ken Ellsbury here to throw the ball in for the Royals.
He's had a great game on defense.
He has. He's a really talented player, only a junior.
Got one more year.
Yeah, 1 more year. He's 2-year varsity starter for the Royals.
Cam Smith again. Yep, there he is. Round 1 player. See if the Greyhounds show any resistance this time.
Great pass there to Kemp. Watching Smith and Kemp work off of each other is pretty fun to watch. They know each other's game very well, and they really complement one another nicely.
Oh, drop pass there by the Royals attacker.
Tanner Williams, but he gets it back.
Yeah.
Tanner Williams, the midi for the Royals.
It's Cam Peach. Back to Ryan Kemp. See if Kemp and Smith can get anything going here.
Looking towards the middle of the field to Williams.
Get
it
back to
appears.
Smith. Oh. What a play. Oh.
Ooh.
See, there it is. Joe Gomer making another great save, and now the Greyhounds are bringing it up really quickly.
That wasn't
Justin
Smith, though.
Moore.
That was Michael Matheny there who had a good catch.
Justin Moore is bringing it up very quickly for the Greyhounds. They're getting in. Oh, just on the leg of Matthew Dykes and out of play.
That was a very good stop from Timmy Matthew Dykes there.
Bunch of substitutions here for both teams.
So Sprates now with the ball.
Got to keep an eye out for Tommy Sprates. He's due for a goal here. He's been playing very well.
Royals with the 2-goal lead with around 4 minutes left here.
Fumbled pass there. Very fast quarter. Not many stoppages other than the Greyhounds throw it behind the net again. Greyhounds bringing the ball up. Great defense there by number 11, Luke Engelman.
We apologize for that technical difficulty, Royals fans, for a little bit. The video clip manager, was struggling a little bit to catch up with us, but we're back. We haven't missed any action here. Royals still up by 2 goals.
3 minutes left. Still got time for change in momentum. Tommy Sprates again. I love seeing this defensive game. It's a chess match between these two teams right now, I think.
Yeah, Royals doing a very good job right now, standing their ground.
Carmel has been unable to convert on a lot of offensive opportunities. And I think the Royals have converted on almost or close to every opportunity they had. There's a flag, I believe, on the Royals. Oh, he just got decked in front of the net there.
Yeah, pretty physical play. Good play there from Matthew Dykes and the rest of the defense.
That was, I think that was Jake Klein in front of the net that got decked. Excuse me, Marcus Prine there in front of the net for the Greyhounds. A little bit of a lull in the play here. There we go. Greyhounds getting it started. Greyhounds working the ball around here.
Yeah, slow pace, steady offense.
Steady defense as well.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, wow.
Is that post?
I think that was off the post. Ricochet's pretty far downfield. That ball should be, possession should be with the Royals.
Matthew Dyke is thinking that post right there for that save.
No, the Greyhounds, I was wrong. Greyhounds bringing it back in.
2 minutes remaining in this quarter. Greyhounds again working the ball around. I feel like possession has been in the Royals' end for a lot of this quarter, but the Greyhounds just keep throwing the ball behind the net.
Greyhounds trying to put up another goal, close this deficit before the half.
Jordan Walker back on the point.
But, yeah, with the ease in which the Royals have scored. Oof.
What a great jumping save by Timothy Matthew Dykes.
Wow.
He's going to hear it here from the Royals fans.
That was impressive. I think he might have stopped that ball with his feet.
I don't know what that went off of, but it was a fantastic save.
Good judgment call from Matthew Dyke. It's not very conventional, but, man, split-second decision was a good one.
Sometimes it doesn't have to be conventional for it to be a very essential save to keep this a 2-goal game.
Yeah, that's big for momentum. That's big in terms of the long-term landscape of this game. You let up a goal before half. It changes the complexity a lot.
Yeah, keep the Royals in the right mindset going into halftime. There's another ball over the net.
Yeah. As
Greyhounds.
stated in this press box, the Greyhounds seem to be getting frustrated. I mean, can't get much going. They're throwing errant shots up, forcing shots. It's tough to play with that mentality.
Oh, there it is. The Greyhounds finally convert, make this a 1-goal game. 48.5 seconds left in this quarter.
So the goal there is from
Asher Mendel.
Asher Mendel. We got a little bit of downtime here. We can take another look at that.
Tony Kasiri's got to win this faceoff here, but this is a great goal by Carmel. Asher Mendel just right in front of the net, just right over the shoulder of Matthew Dykes. He tried that jumping save again, but just mistimed it that time.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So we're getting ready for the face-off here. 48 seconds left.
Huge face-off. If Kasiri can win this, the Royals might have another shot for a 5-goal first half, excuse me.
Which is pretty low scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Considering some of the games we've seen this season for the Royals. Kasiri fighting there in that
Kasiri
scrum.
again. Greyhounds ball.
Wow.
Quite surprising there.
They're calling a foul, it appears, on Kasiri. They're giving it to the Greyhounds.
That was a great hustle play by Kasiri in my eyes. Comes Justin Moore for the Greyhounds. Whew, just wide. That was almost a tie game there.
Yeah. Letting up 2 goals before half, man, that would be bad. Taking this 2-goal lead and seeing it disappear, it's definitely not what the Royals want.
Not what you want going into halftime for your mindset.
Fumbles a pass, but unable to take down the defensive end. As Ellsbury, however, gets his stick in there. The ball's still rolling. Sprate's able to maintain possession. There's 15 seconds left. Moving the ball down the field, running hard towards the goal. It looks like he's going to take a shot,
there it is.
And he gets it. Wow.
Flag 2 on the play. That's a tie game and a flag with 8 seconds left.
Wow. So
you got a cross check right after that goal. Took one right in the back.
Tommy Sprates, you said it yourself,
Yep.
Evan. We need to be watching for him.
Due for a goal.
Due for a goal. You take a look here. You see it. He picks the ball up.
He just ran right down the field with it.
Down the defensive end and with a lot of intensity. Comes down quick.
What did we say about the resistance from the Greyhounds defense? Matthew Dykes is trying to make that jumping save once more. No resistance from the Royals defense.
No resistance. Sprates not waiting around, putting it up with 8 seconds left here.
Hey, it's okay. 4-4 game going into halftime against the #1 team in the state. I'll take that.
But you got to be frustrated. You had
sure.
a commanding 2-goal lead, especially in a game like this where the goals are hard to come by. You had a 2-goal lead with a minute left, and here you are going in, knock on wood, at a tie game.
Yeah.
You don't want to let another one fall.
See if Kasiri can win this. Doesn't look like much is going to happen in 8 seconds unless someone can bring the ball up the field for either team. But it looks like we're going to end in a scrum here, and that's gonna do it.
So that will take us to halftime here at Royals Reynolds Varsity Field. The score 4-4, tie ball game.
This is what this game was shaping up to be. This is a hyped up game between 2 rivals, 2 of the best teams in the state. I think this is what it was meant to be.
Definitely. So through 24 minutes, these teams are even. We'll be back with you here shortly on Southeastern Sports Network. Well, Royals, if you're still tuned in during our halftime coverage, we got a special guest here with us in the booth tonight. It is our County Commissioner, Mark Hairbrandt. Tonight is Mark Hairbrandt night today for tonight's game. And so, Mark, you want to introduce yourself a little bit and what your job entails?
Sure. My name is Mark Hairbrandt. I'm a Hamilton County Commissioner. I've been in office since 2013 and been honored to serve the citizens here in Hamilton County since then, and I just really look forward to every day that I get the opportunity to serve here in the county.
So, Mark, in terms of the support you showed for the Royals tonight, sponsoring arguably the biggest game of the season this far, what inspired you to do so? What do you love about HSE athletics, but specifically this HSE lacrosse team?
Well, I had the opportunity to watch a state championship game last year, and watching that last second, goal and the excitement that happened when they won the state champion. That was their first state championship. I kind of wanted to get involved, and so I've done a lot of sponsorships for the sporting events, basketball and football, here at Hamilton Southeastern schools, and as we had talked earlier, We the People. I just went to an event there and wanted to sponsor them. So I'm really into the youth and what they're doing here in the community, here in the school systems, and I want to do whatever I can do to help support our youth here in our county.
Yeah, well, we thank you very much for your charitability and generosity. It's definitely helping make a difference in a lot of young people's lives here at HSC and at Fishers. So the last thing I need to ask you, you've watched the first half of this game. I want to hear your first half thoughts and then your analysis for what the Royals are going to have to put together in the second half to try to secure this victory.
Well, I noticed that most of the scoring for Carmel came when we were down one man, is what I noticed. So I think that we just need to be patient and take our turns and not get as many flags and put ourselves in those types of positions like that. So I think if they do that, I think that we're getting tired there at the very end on defense. So I think that we'll be all right.
Yeah, sounds like you're echoing a lot of the same sentiments we talked about. Discipline and intensity.
That's
right. Discipline and intensity.
That is right.
Well, Mark, thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, really appreciate you having here, and thank you for all your support of HSE athletics and HSE in general. So
thank you
for your service.
I appreciate it.
Welcome back, Royal fans here. We're about to get underway for the second half of this varsity lacrosse matchup under the lights. The number 1 ranked Carmel Greyhounds against the number 4 ranked Hamilton Southeastern Royals. I'm joined in the booth with my friend and my colleague, Evan Miller. Evan, we saw a game in which the Royals dominated most of the first half and let a few goals drop there at the end of the second quarter. What do we need to see right now in this second half as Kasiri is about to take this face-off? What do the Royals have to do to put together enough to get the victory?
We got to win this face-off here to start the second half, but then we got to get offensive possession and keep it. The Greyhounds had offensive possession a lot of that second half of the second quarter. They were really buzzing in the Royals zone, and then they got 2 there at the very end. So the Royals need to, if the Greyhounds get it and they get in the Royals zone, the defense has got to step up and put some pressure on.
Yeah, limit the time of possession for sure. Time of possession in lacrosse, more than any sport, is vital because you got a lot of chances to go at the goal. As Kasiri, he wins a lot of them. He won this one. He's pushing the ball down the field pretty aggressively.
Took that guy down with him. It's Cam Smith. Get him involved too. That's a huge key as well. Cam Smith with the ball. Is that him? Nope. My bad.
Tanner Williams there.
Yep.
The midi. Midi's working the ball right now, trying to work it down to Kemper Smith.
They're really pushing hard. The midfielders are really up in the attack tonight.
Yeah, tied a splinter there.
Yeah.
With the shot. He made one earlier when he went coast to coast. A little bit to errant there on the left.
I think that's 2 shots for him now as a long stick midi.
Yeah, you don't tend to see that. Smith working
Cam
behind the
Smith.
goal. He's going to go over his shoulder maybe. Ooh, no. Sliding stop.
A great defensive play there by the Greyhounds.
You've seen Cam Smith slide around quite a bit tonight. I wonder if there's a little bit of moisture left on the field or just playing slick.
Is that Tanner Williams?
Tanner Williams, yeah. Shot was online from our point of view. That was just a very good stop there from the goalie. That's Goler.
Yeah.
Joe Golmer for the Greyhounds. Good long possession, though. That's what we talked about, Evan. Royals taking their time trying to find an opening.
Working it around. It's exactly what Coach Beasley talked to him in the locker room, I bet. Just getting possession, putting in the effort. Like you said, the machine analogy is playing your part, doing your job. Royals really attacking. That's a big save by Joe Golmer there.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a force shot there from E.J. Riker, who's put together a very good game, but seemed to get a little bit frustrated, lost a little bit of patience there. Number 4 for the Greyhounds. Pass it over to number 27. That is Chase Arbuckle. Arbuckle passes the ball to guess who? Tommy Sprates.
Tommy Sprates.
The point man.
Saying his name a lot tonight. He's strung to himself a game. I guess what you want to say. He had a goal there at the very end of the first half.
Doing a good job working the ball, facilitating. Expect him to push here to the right side. Cuts back to his left. Has a shot over his shoulder, but he...
Resistance from the Royals defense there.
Opts to pass it out to number 10, Eric Allen.
Eric Allen's had a great game tonight, too. He found himself on the point with the ball a lot.
Back to Sprays. He's got a shot if he goes to it. I think he favors his left. He might be left-handed.
Yes. Yeah, he didn't go to the right there. We had the open path, but a great defensive play there by, who's that, number 6, Samuel Feinfrock.
Sam Finnerfrock.
Yeah, my bad. Apologies.
Sprates with the left shot.
There it is again. 5-4 Greyhounds.
Wow.
That's 2 for Sprates.
That's his third tonight.
His third?
I think that's Tommy Sprates' third goal. He's got the hat trick.
He's had himself a
That's
game.
3. Wow, he loves to go over that left shoulder. He's got a quick trigger. He can push that ball in there with a little bit of intensity. As we're going to take another look at that. You can see the defense gives him the right side as we watch the ball come in here to Sprates at the top.
Yeah.
He's open on his right, but
he just took the shot and caught Matthew Dykes by surprise.
Yeah, that's a very good shot there, and just a smart play. So obviously at this point we can see that Sprates is left-handed, and although the defense is playing his left tough, man, that's pretty talented being able to sneak that through for the goal.
Here go the Royals with possession, trying to get this one back tied. Greyhounds took over here. 3 unanswered goals to retake the lead. Royals had a 4-2 lead at one point in the first half.
Now they're down 5-4 as the Royals work the ball around the perimeter. Really need a goal. They give it back to Williams.
If you want a goal, you're going to have to give it to Cam Smith. I feel like he's had the hot hand tonight.
A guy whose name we haven't called a lot is Ryan Kemp, who's very talented.
Oh, chasing after the ball there is Tanner Williams. Royals working it around.
Get it back to Williams.
I feel like Tanner Williams is due for a goal here. He's had the ball quite a lot in the third quarter. Cam Smith can't quite
struggle for the
corral.
ball there.
Yeah.
Yeah, good defense from the Greyhounds. We're trying to work it to Kemp on the net.
Sloppy play by both teams here. Chase for the ball.
Great defense from Dean Constantine. He's playing pretty good defense there at that his stick, trying to poke it out.
Royals are flustered right now.
Wow, that was a huge stop. I believe that was number 13 for the Royals.
Oh, he dropped the ball. Matthew Dyke has dropped the ball. Royals seem very flustered right now. Got to get back in the mindset, and I think a timeout is due for the Royals soon.
Yeah, definitely on the defensive side of the ball. They haven't seemed to settle into their rhythm yet, a rhythm that they had going pretty strong in the first half up until the end. They might still be flustered from kind of that nightmare of the second quarter, the last few minutes.
I feel like a timeout is due for the Royals here soon.
Yeah, Cam Smith.
Just get their legs back, especially in this weather.
Hanging out around the 30-yard line, slowing down the tempo, waiting for the subs to come in. In for the Royals now is number 25, Blaine Wirtz.
Smith has a knee brace on. Did he have a knee brace on in the first half?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe that's the knee he favors when he hits the turf. Might be protecting his knee. Yeah, these players are definitely getting tired. It's cold. It's windy. It's late.
It's getting very sloppy.
Yeah, if I'm Beasley right now, you gotta call a timeout when you get possession.
Yeah.
I think so.
Especially if the Greyhounds go on a long offensive possession here. Oh, drop the ball. Greyhounds aren't playing much better.
Oof, but the Royals can't seem to get
Big
it.
scrum here, picked up by
Blaine Wirtz.
Yep,
Blaine Wirtz
25.
has it, passes the ball down to number 4. That's Garrett Smith. Good defense there. Can the Royals capitalize on that mistake? Smith working it, trying to find Kemp right near the crease.
Cam Smith looking at his options.
A lot of cuts happening right in front of the goal.
Yeah, they're trying to.
That's what we've seen work
Get
most
attack,
effectively.
yeah.
Not guys pulling up for a deep shot, but rather it's the assists right near the crease. That's what's been the Royals' bread and butter. Garrett Smith gonna take his right.
Garrett Smith playing very aggressive here in the third quarter.
Ryan Kemp, the sophomore, he's a strong attackman.
Oh man, the Royals just cannot catch a break right now.
And
Greyhounds
that's
ball.
an offensive penalty on Blaine Wirtz.
There's another great hustle play there by Ryan Kemp, just getting right off the field. About to be offsides for the Royals. He once again hugged that 50-yard line just like E.J. Riker did. What a great defensive play by Tanner Williams.
Yeah, Tanner Williams, the midi there, strong stick play, getting that ball back for the Royals. They advance the ball, cleared across the field to Luke Engelman.
Royals need to get something going here. Still no timeout by Coach Beasley as the Royals lose the ball again on offense.
Man, and it's pretty easy to clear that over.
Here go the Greyhounds. No defensive resistance until they get to the
right on
crease.
the 15-yard line, yeah.
Substitutions might be on the prowl here. Here we go.
Yeah, we've seen the Royals score twice on a clear-out play where they took it coast to coast. I'm surprised that the Greyhounds passed that shot up. It looked like he had an open shot running towards the goal.
You got to really make Matthew Dyke his move. He is a great goaltender. I think someone mentioned up here on the in the box that 2 of the Greyhounds goals came on the man advantage in the first half.
And
So
they were
down
up.
a man.
Sprate's seen a lot of pressure on the perimeter from Williams there.
Sprate's looking for number 4, is it?
It would be. He's had a pretty good game for himself. Going to go over.
What a great wraparound off the side of the net. Matthew Dyke has got it.
Wow, did Timmy stop that?
It went off the side of the net, yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty good defensive play. That was a really good offensive play to get himself open.
Oh, Luke Engelman loses the ball again. That's the second time.
Got to clear it out to Cannon Ellsbury, pushing it
9?
up the field.
I don't know who that was for Carmel, but that was a great defensive play. A great pressure there on the defensive side. Royals look like they're getting it set up here in their zone. Their side of the 50.
Smith, pass it out of the corner.
Wirtz.
Back to Wirtz. Looking for Garrett Smith in the left corner, bottom of your screen.
Said his name a lot here in the third quarter. Just got to get something going.
Yeah, Rose working the ball on the perimeter. They got
The
to
other Smith.
attack.
Oh, there's the flag. Smith from behind. Looks like Cam Smith got up and talking a little trash to the Greyhounds defender there.
Yeah, that was a pretty physical play. Cam Smith, I mean, we've said it a lot. He's not afraid to get into the teeth of the defense. You see him getting pushed around quite a bit. Finally is able to draw a flag there. I think that's part of his game. Some of the best players in basketball are guys who can draw fouls and make the defense have to play pretty timid, and that's what Smith looks to do here.
Yeah, I can see if we're gonna stay to the basketball analogies, we can use Cam Smith as a point guard position-esque and lacrosse. Just playing that behind the net style play, just looking for a person in front of the net for some good cuts.
Definitely creates a lot of offense for the Royals. But so do the middies have played very well too. Tanner Williams right now.
Oh yeah,
Sharing the ball with Cam Peach.
Middies have had a great game. Titus Splinters had a fantastic game.
Especially, I mean, on both ends, they're playing defense and offense very well.
Just got to get an attack going and got to get the defenders going here. Here come the Greyhounds.
Yeah, errant pass there, ruined that possession for the Royals. Cam
Great
Smith.
play by Cam Smith. What a great play by Cam Smith. I love that play. Beasley's got to love that. Royals getting fired up on the sidelines.
Yeah, Cam Smith playing like a pit bull, putting his nose down and not letting. Number 9 for the Greyhounds, that was Justin Moore, unable to get across midfield.
Here he goes. Beasley calls a timeout.
That's the timeout, but that's a momentum changer there because on the offensive side of the ball, nothing's happening. On the defense side of the ball, you're playing on your heels a little bit. Here, Cam Smith, which is a hustle play, preventing the Greyhounds from clearing the ball, and now he's got the team fired up. He's got Beasley fired up. I think this is going to be a big turning point with 2 minutes left here.
Even their face-off specialist, Tony Casiri, the first one out to recognize Cam Smith after that fantastic play. Of course, after the Royals fans gave him a nice round of applause for that play. That was a nice aggressive play that Beasley's got to love over there on the sidelines.
And so here the Royals have the possession. They're going to have a little bit of time to draw something up.
Switch the momentum here.
Switch the momentum, yes.
Shifted over to the Greyhound side. 2:06 left in the third. Got to get something going. Looks like the wind still as aggressive as it was in the first half. The field goal posts, the flags on the field goal posts are blowing towards the Carmel end.
So down 1.
2:06 left in the third.
We talked about it at halftime with Mark Harebrand. He said intensity and discipline.
That's what we were talking about in the first half as well.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of discipline from the Greyhounds. A lot of intensity from the Greyhounds. I don't think the Royals are playing on discipline because everyone's still doing their job, but the intensity, I think, is lacking right now.
I think there's been some mental lapses, and the cold could be getting to them because of that. Like we said, there was no resistance on a couple of plays. Oh, they're giving the ball to the Greyhounds on this play?
Guess they called the timeout before he went out of bounds. That's a smart coaching decision.
Much to the dislike of the Royals fans here in attendance.
You can hear the fans a little bit up here in the press box. Hopefully the mics aren't picking that up.
Giving it to the referees here. Oh, here goes the Greyhounds right in front of that. Big save by Matthew Dykes with the stick. Let's
Wow.
get a replay of that one. That was fantastic.
That was a fantastic save. We're going to try to show that to you Royals fans if you might have missed it. It was quick, but boy, was the response time incredible there from Matthew Dykes. As now we're pushing it down the field.
Got to get some momentum going. Like Cam Smith played there before that timeout. This big save by Matthew Dykes. Got to put one in the back of the net now.
1:20 left.
We got another quarter.
In this quarter. Love to get a shot up here.
If you could tie
before the quarter expires.
Yes. If you can get a goal before the end of this quarter, I think we're cooking for the fourth quarter.
I like the Royals holding it here till about like 45 seconds before they start working the ball around the perimeter and setting up a shot. But Smith's going to attack. And wow, what a move. He's got a shot.
Gets taken down by 3 Greyhound defenders. There's the flag.
There's the flag.
2 flags. Might have called Cam Smith for unsportsmanlike.
He might have gotten into the crease. I don't know if he was pushed into the crease or if he entered the crease.
The Royals are loving Cam Smith's play right now.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be a penalty on the Greyhounds. We're waiting for the call.
He was not going to take no for an answer on that play. He was going for the net, and he didn't care who stopped him.
Royals fans getting excited. Cam Smith pumped up as he runs towards midfield.
This is huge. They're trying to get back on this one against the #1 team in the state. Cam Smith is not going to let them blow this lead like they had in the first half. They giving this ball to the Greyhounds?
I'm not sure what the call is right now. It's a goal. We're going to face off.
There it is.
Cam
5-5.
Smith hustles hard, puts his nose down, and that's a goal for the Royals. HSE 5, Greyhounds 5.
If Tommy Spritz can do it, Cam Smith can do it better, it seems. He's just putting his nose down, going right to the goal.
Very different playing styles. You know, Sprate's a little bit bigger. Has a heck of a shot from far away. Pretty strong arm, pretty quick trigger. Smith.
Speedster.
Smith is quick. He's powerful, and he's got a lot of finesse. He's got it all. He's able to get into the teeth of the defense, and, man, I don't know how he did, but by the skin on his nose, he got that in there.
Yeah. I didn't think that went in. They called 2 flags on the play. They had 3 defenders on. There's Kasiri with another face-off win.
Looks like they're calling a foul.
On the Greyhounds? Oh, on the Royals. Greyhounds ball. Kasiri's not getting the calls that he wants.
Not at all. He's playing these face-offs pretty aggressively, and he's paying the price for them. It's the Greyhounds working the ball down the field.
That's number 9, Justin Moore again.
Good defense on the perimeter from long stick midi tied to Splinter.
There he is again on defense, showing his potential on both ends here.
And Engelman picking up the Greyhounds offensive player.
Is that Nick George with the ball for the Greyhounds right now?
I believe so. As
40-yard line. There he goes.
Working the ball, he's going to pass it off, it appears.
And he still got it.
Jordan Walker.
He still got it.
Sprates looking for a shot. Fennerfrock playing some pretty hard defense.
Great defense on Tommy Sprates, not letting him get a shot off. Is that the post? Or a great save by Matthew Dykes. He's pumped up in goal.
Very good saves. There's 3 seconds left.
Another great save by Matthew Dykes, and that's going to be the end of the third.
So, the Royals able to get a goal back.
I don't know how that happened. But
tied up. So we were tied up at the end of half. Now we're tied up at the end of the third quarter. Going into the fourth, wow, this has been an incredible game. So
absolutely.
Real quick, I want to revisit that Matthew Dykes save that he had earlier. I believe this is the play.
Right off the stick.
It was a pretty good shot there if you check Matthew Dykes.
Right off the stick.
Right off the stick. We're going to get another look at that.
Fantastic.
So this is what we've seen. Timmy's done a very good job kind of.
Both goaltenders.
Both goaltenders have done a very good job, but Timmy especially
has
done a good job making up for some lapses in the Royals' defense. The defender, the attackman there had a pretty good job getting right in front of the crease. Timmy with a great save, and that's what's helped us hang in this game.
Absolutely.
You're telling me that through 3 quarters, you're only giving up 5 goals to the #1 team in our state?
And we're scoring 5, so, I mean, like, we're putting the pressure on the Greyhounds. The Greyhounds are definitely feeling a little nervous after that third quarter, the way it ended with Cam Smith putting his nose down. Matthew Dykes making some big saves there at the end.
Yeah, I definitely feel like towards the end of this quarter, the Royals got a little bit of momentum.
That timeout really helped, I think. Whoever it was called on, but it was a great timeout for the Royals.
So this game pretty even, and it makes you think, now being tied heading into the fourth, if only you don't let up that goal. with 11 seconds left in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
If only you're able to skin out for the last minute of the first half, grind it out.
It'd be a huge Royals lead right now.
Potentially. Definitely change things. It changes the complexity of the game. And with 1 quarter left, hopefully we get a big face-off here, win from Kasiri. The Royals can get something going on offense.
See if Kasiri can win a huge face-off here, like he normally does. There we go, Tony. SS in zone. There he goes. He's got it.
Finnefrock hoping to pick it up. Struggling to get the possession.
He's got it.
That's number 5, Miles Tudor.
Kasiri with the win again.
That's out of bounds. Cam Smith, unfortunately. Can't blame him much there. Really good pressure from the Greyhounds.
Got to limit time of possession, like we said, again here in the 4th.
So Cam Smith, we said his name quite a bit. He's definitely one of the leaders and better players on this Royals team. He too just committed. He's signed to go play at Lindenwood College next year. He's going to be playing lacrosse. Signing day for the Royals was Thursday this week. So we had a lot of spring athletes and a lot of fall athletes signed to commit, play at the next level.
Timeout. Timeout Greyhounds.
So when we talk about the HSE lacrosse team specifically, the guys that are going on, seniors going on to play, we've got Timmy Matthew Dykes is going on to play at the next level. Cam Smith is going on to play at the next level. LH Bond is going on to play. And Cam Peach is going to play. That's just off the top of my head, and I'm not sure if we're forgetting anyone else. And my good friend, Evan Bohr, the long stick midi, is going to play at Kaiser College next year. In the fall, he'll be playing Kaiser College in Florida. So those are the 5 Royals that are going on to play at the next level next year.
Congratulations to them. That's a huge accomplishment, and they're definitely showing it out here on the field against the Greyhounds tonight. I think Coach Beasley's done a fantastic job of coaching these guys to a state championship last year and then a great start to the season this year.
Yeah, Coach Beasley is a very emotional leader. He knows how to get his guys fired up. A guy who didn't play lacrosse until he played a little bit in high school with Coach Beasley. He played at college at Ball State, played some lacrosse. But he grew up as a soccer player, believe it or not. And I think you can kind of see it in how well he disciplines his guys to be good runners and have good endurance.
Here go the Greyhounds right up the middle, no resistance. Got some resistance there at about the 15-yard line. Greyhounds coming out strong out of this timeout.
Sprate's working the ball. Wow.
Just wide.
What a shot, sidearm shot there from the Greyhounds. That was
number 9.
Marcus Prine.
Number 6,
Marcus
apologies.
Prine.
Yep. Prine's had a great game. Prine's gotten his looks. He's just Matthew Dyke is standing strong in goal for the Royals.
Greyhounds trying to attack towards the crease. Good ball movement right now.
Good defense as well. Keeping him to the outside, right over the net.
So fired another one over the net. Remember when we saw that for about 5 minutes in the first half. Hopefully the Royals don't make the same mistake where the Greyhounds ran that offense where they fired a few shots over the net. Royals seemed to get a little complacent, and then they attacked and scored.
Scored twice.
Scored twice. Good ball movement right now. They're trying to get it
play some aggressive
right in front of the goal.
Got to keep it out to the perimeter. It's huge. Can't let them attack the front of the net and right up the alleyway in front of Matthew Dykes.
Wow, what a save. That's a huge save from Matthew Dykes because it retains possession with the Royals.
Here go the Royals out the field.
Cannon Ellsbury.
He's had a great game again.
Trying to show off his wheels a little bit.
Here goes Cam Smith. He's quick.
He's quick.
Here he goes.
Working towards the crease. He's going to shoot it.
No flag on the play.
Wow. Cam Smith's just getting attacked down there. My goodness.
Oh, my goodness. What a scrum.
These refs are letting him play hard, play physical. Cam Smith
favoring one of his knees, it seems.
Yeah, favoring his left leg, it seems. He's walking around pretty gingerly.
That is not good news for the Royals.
He's tough.
He's still back in the in that end. I think he's okay. Looks like he's just catching his breath after that play, but it's a tough nose play by Smith there.
So 9 minutes left. This game's tied up. We've seen a lot of intensity from both teams.
Absolutely.
Start of this fourth quarter. Greyhounds trying to get something going. I wouldn't be shocked to see a shot from pretty far away. They're working the ball on the back of the goal.
Greyhounds moving the ball around. Keep him out to the perimeter.
That's Eric Allen
Keep him out
working
to
the ball.
Yeah, if you keep him out to the perimeter, I think they'll keep shooting it over the net, but we definitely need to get possession here soon.
Good defense from the Royals. You can see their jerseys blowing
Great
pretty heavily in
save.
the wind.
Timmy holding his stick like he made that save earlier in the third quarter, but he's made some great saves here in the second half.
Hopefully the fans can see this at home, but the wind is roaring right now.
It is roaring.
It's definitely chilly out there. Definitely affecting the trajectory of these shots. As Sprays charges in, bouncing shot off the ground, and he misses. A little bit of physicality there.
Greyhounds pick it back up.
That was no one denies there. He kind of threw Sprays to the ground. Like to see the intensity.
We have a wind chill of 35 degrees out there right now. So,
Wow.
oh, what a hit by number 22, Cannon Ellsbury, but he gets a flag on the play. He decked the guy in the shoulder.
Cannon Ellsbury. Matthew Dykes makes an incredible save. And Ellsbury lays down quite the blow there.
Got a flag called on the play, but trying to shift the momentum a little bit, I think, for the Royals.
Like to revisit that Matthew Dykes save as Ellsbury checks out of this game. Going to take a little bit of a break.
Goes down on a knee to catch his breath, but that was a great play. He's played a fantastic game on defense so far. You know, the wind is really picking up. You can tell by the jerseys. It's roaring out there right now.
Waiting for the play to resume.
Got a 19 miles per hour wind right now. It's definitely going to affect the any trajectory of a shot. The field goal posts are definitely bending a little bit in the end zones.
Yeah. Not sure if you can see that at home, but the field goal posts are waving right now.
Harsh conditions. I think this is fantastic conditions for a game like this. See it's like survival of the fittest. Who can survive the longest?
Yeah, you're putting two very talented teams in two very tough conditions. It's definitely, not only the physical toll, but the mental toll that takes. Not only are you getting beat up by your opponent, but you're getting beat up by your environment.
The wind. And you know their legs are feeling it. Their legs are numb from the wind and running through it. So kudos to these guys for sticking it through for so long and playing a great physical game.
Yeah, they're definitely doing a great job grinding this one out.
7.5 minutes left, 5-5. Great game. Greyhounds moving it around.
Sprates, is he going to fire that? No. Good
Just
pass.
wide.
Just shot to his left. That was Eric Allen.
Yeah.
Eric Allen with the missed shot.
Greyhounds are putting the pressure on. They're doing what they did at the very end of the first half in the second quarter, where they were just kind of throwing the ball on net, and then they finally got two in the final minute.
Yeah, it's good strategy from their coach. His chief concern right now, I think, is tiring these Royals out. I mean, he's grinding out the time of possession, doing a phenomenal job working their defense.
Number 11, Luke Engelman, coming up to cover Eric Allen here.
And I think they're hoping to get the Royals to, just lose focus. That's what happens when you grind out time of possession. You lose focus. As Matthew
What
Dykes.
a save!
Wow.
Oh, they're going to call a foul on the play on the Royals. Cross-check to the head. That's 23.
That's 33. Dean Constantine
33.
there with the foul.
Yep, 33.
Timmy Matthew Dykes, nonetheless, that was a pretty good stop there. Unfortunate that a little bit of a mental lapse for the Royals because we don't get the possession.
That's what the Greyhounds are trying to do right now.
Ball's rolling out of bounds.
Cam Smith is getting attacked in the.
Wow, they're fine for it.
Cam Smith in it again.
At midfield, he's scrapping. That's Royals' possession.
Royals ball.
Pays off.
Okay.
Garrett Smith working the ball on the right side.
If there's ever a time for a goal by either team, I feel like this is a next goal wins type situation at this point. With two very good defensive teams.
I think first team to 7 wins this game.
7?
First team to 7 is going to win this game.
Respectable decision there. Got a lot of time left.
But these teams are grinding out the time of possession.
Is that Cam Smith going to make a move on the defender?
Going to his right, trying to come back to his left. He's got a shot. He takes it.
There it is! He does a somersault. 6-5 Royals.
Wow.
He did a somersault after that goal, too.
Look at the emotion. Look at the intensity. Wow. We got to take another look at this. Cam Smith, you saw it. He's got the ball. He goes right to his right side.
He made a great stutter step right there.
Cuts back to his left. This is where it changes. Cuts back to his left. Steps back.
While getting pushed to the ground.
Backflip comes up.
The emotion that Cam Smith has shown in this game.
Tanner Williams showing him some love. Wow, what a play.
The Royals have got to love the leadership and effort that Cam Smith puts in and game out. Just consistent play.
That we've been doing a lot of basketball comparisons. That step back right there is a little James Harden-esque.
That's a step back 3 right there.
Oh.
Splash money.
Right in his face. He hit him with the spin move. Finnefrock has a ball. He's got a lot of space.
I have the field.
They're going to fire this.
Oh, right over the net. Doing a Greyhound over the net.
Garrett Smith really wanted that one to fall. But he hit him with Cam
back.
Smith going back to that. Had a spin move, stutter step back. Right between the post and the goalie. That was a great play.
It was a great play. Cam Smith's got it again behind the net. He's got to try to cut to the front of the net again, just like he did the first quarter. Put the ball over his shoulder. What a great pass. Oh,
ooh.
That was a fantastic pass to
Garrett
number
Smith.
4. Yep, Garrett Smith.
Very good pass from Cam Smith. Doing a lot facilitating the ball.
If you want to make a hockey comparison, this is a Gretzky offense type player, keeping the ball behind the net and then just waiting for someone to cut to the front of the net.
That's a good reference, Evan. Unfortunately, I know quite literally nothing about hockey as Scott Beasley calls a timeout right here. Royals grinding out the possession. They've had the ball for the last 2 minutes or so.
That's great momentum there for the final 5 minutes. Cam Smith has single-handedly kept the Royals in this one. Yeah, I think the Greyhounds are going to come out swinging after this timeout. Try to get back in this one.
So waiting for this game to get started back up.
Long timeout here.
Yeah, long timeout.
Is it Coach Beasley that called a timeout, or is that a Greyhounds timeout?
I believe that was Beasley there who called the timeout.
Royals look fired up on the sidelines over there. Royals starting up here with the ball. Started off with Ryan Kemp. Working along the outside and the perimeters here.
It's the offense working here. Back to Kemp.
Kemp's going to drive to the goal, try to split the defenders, make a nice spin move. Can't get through the the defense of the Greyhounds there. Royals still working along the outside. That's Garrett Smith making a head fake going to the front of the goal, but slips a little bit. Royals really working it around here. The Greyhounds are putting on the defensive pressure. There's a shot by Kemp that goes just over the net. Cam Smith going to pick up the ball for the Royals behind the net like usual. See if he can work his magic for the Royals. Carmel's defense has been locked down here after this timeout. So we got to see if we can make a move here. That's Blaine Wirtz on the perimeter, bringing it around to the front, down to the 10, trying to see if he could feed Ryan Kemp behind, but not quite getting there. That's a dropped ball by Michael Matheny. Picks it back up. Blaine Wirtz got it on the sidelines. Wirtz working it behind the net. Trying to see if he can feed it back there to Tanner Williams. Williams drops the ball. It's a race for it, and that's going to be Greyhounds' ball.
So it's 6-5. Royals have the lead. 3:34 left.
Greyhounds pushing. They're looking for a tying goal here. Yeah. That's number 27 moving the ball up. That's Chase Arbuckle for the Greyhounds.
Literally they need a goal. 3 minutes left. This time is kind of slipped quickly here. Long possessions, not a lot of out of bounds plays.
Royals working the Greyhounds' own strategy there in their own zone, just throwing the ball on the goal and seeing what they can do. Wasted a lot of time there in their zone. Now there's only 3 minutes left.
And now it looks like there's a little bit of precipitation outside. You can see it in the lights, a little bit of rain, as Titus Splinter makes a heck of a defensive play.
Titus Splinter has played one of the greatest midi games that I've seen for Royals lacrosse.
Yeah, Finnefrock there gets possession out to Constantine. They got to clear this ball. Back to Matthew Dykes. Constantine trying to work to the middle of the field.
Gets it across the line. Garrett Smith.
What a pass there from Constantine, clearing that.
Pass. Getting
Smith
harassed
working
by
there.
the Greyhounds defense here.
Kemp sets a little bit of a pick there.
Cam Smith working his way up into the offense. Just take a shot. There it is.
Oh.
Off to the side.
What a shot. That was a burner from Michael Matheny.
Come the Greyhounds again. This has turned into an end-to-end matchup. Great defense by the Royals there. That's
Tanner Williams. The midi, he's played a heck of a game on the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
There's Spates. He's back in the game.
Sprates, I know he's itching for a goal. He's quite the leader, quite the player. He's not going to go down without a fight.
Looking for his fourth. He scored 3 of the 5 Carmel goals so far.
Great defense there. Miles Tudor cannot be understated. Sprates is a lefty guy, favors his left. He goes to his left, and Tudor there to pick up the double team. Tudor left his spot to move over to stop Sprates there. That's a very intelligent play at this moment in the game.
Now's the time when IQ comes into play. Strategy with 1:30 left and a 1-goal game. Great save by Matthew Dykes. Royals fans are loving it here.
Sprates had his shot, wide open shot, was able to rip it.
He's moving his way through. They're not going to call a foul on that play. That was Miles Tudor. Miles Tudor looks injured on the play going to the sidelines.
He's a defenseman, so the Royals are down a player on the defensive side if he can't get up.
He's going off. He's hurt.
Finnefrock taking it, trying to clear.
Gets it. Timeout. That was number 6, Samuel Finnefrock. It was a great defensive play there. Timeout Royals on the play.
(6-5), 1 minute left. Whew. Well, I would like to say the Royals should feel good about having a 1-goal lead, but
they're smelling it. Royals fans are smelling it down there.
Might I remind you that the last time the Royals were up at the end of the first half, we let up 2 goals in the span of 1 minute, so that's dangerous.
There's a heavy mist coming down.
Yeah, lots of precipitation. If our cameraman Turner could get us a shot of those lights, you might be able to see the precipitation at home.
I wouldn't say it's heavy precipitation, just a very heavy mist right now coming down, which is going to play a big factor with the wind in the final minute.
It's cold, it's wet, and it's windy. That's not what you like, but
No.
what you do like is Sky Zone and Fishers. We need to take this time to shout out our sponsor, our friends, Sky Zone Fishers. Sky Zone wants to remind all HSE Royals and HSE lacrosse fans to have fun and to fly safe. Thank you, Sky Zone. Going back here to the game now. Royals trying to clear the ball, clear possession. If they can get the ball over midfield and be able to turn out some clock.
Cam Smith's not going to be stopped here in the final minute.
Wow.
Wow.
3 defenders draped all over him.
Carmel's got it. Here they go. Great play. That's Nolan Kanice there.
Wow. Good interception there.
Gave it to Wirtz.
Wirtz. He's strong.
30 seconds left. Oh, what a play. Oh, they're going to. Okay. Greyhounds ball.
28 seconds left. Our clock's a little off right now, but there's about 23 seconds left in this game, Royals fans.
Greyhounds.
Sprates has it.
Here we go. Sprates got it with 17 seconds. Cutting his way through the Royals defense. He's got a great save.
Matthew Dykes with the save. There's got maybe one more shot, 10 seconds left.
What a save. Massive stop by Timothy Matthew Dykes. 8 seconds left. 6-5 Royals lead. Greyhounds ball behind the net. Put it out in front. A spin move.
3 seconds left.
Another save by Matthew Dykes and the Royals win.
Wow. Timothy Matthew Dykes. They're going to storm the field. Hats off to the Royals.
What a save. Matthew Dykes is getting mobbed right now by the Royals.
Wow.
As he should be.
Yeah, as he should be. That young man put together an incredible game. We're going to take a look at the last save that he had.
Unbelievable end to this game. For a fantastic game. Royals come back. Greyhounds come back.
Really good pass up here. Get it right in front of the crease. They take the shot at Matthew Dykes. You see it. And you see the fans and the team start to celebrate.
What a game.
What a game.
Both
so
teams.
your HSE Royals take down the #1 ranked Carmel Greyhounds 6-5 on this rainy, on this windy, on this cold Good Friday.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What a game. What a fight. Signing off for tonight, I'm Sam Houston once again, joined tonight by my colleague and my friend, Evan Miller. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Feel free to follow us on Twitter at Southeastern, _S_N. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep following us along for more Royals content.
Yep.
With that, have a good night.